right, here's the top 5 welterweight contender, Belal. Remember the name Muhammad. And I pause at calling him an overachiever, but there were a lot of people who didn't necessarily think that this man was going to vault into the top 5 and be the factor that he has become in one of the UFC's deepest divisions.
Well, when you're this committed, when you are so committed to your craft, and you have an iron will that you will be something special, you can accomplish anything. That's Belal Muhammad. When you talk to him, you get a sense that this guy believes that he's the best in the world. He doesn't believe it. He applies the work ethic to it to make himself and give himself a chance. It has allowed for him to be exactly where he is today.
And now he believes he might just be one win away from his first shot at the UFC title. We'll see how it goes for Muhammad tonight. All right, so the path to UFC welterweight gold, of course, goes through the UK, courtesy of Leon Edwards' win over Kamaru Usman, but he's got to keep the focus where it belongs. He's got another hungry young challenger in front of him tonight.
Yeah, and Leon Edwards is one of those guys that can lock in. He's one of those guys that doesn't seem to me now from the outside to be a guy that falls in love with everything that comes with being the champion. He lives in the now. And he will have to do exactly that if he wants to retain his championship tonight. He's got to be able to use his boxing. Leon Edwards is fast.
Oh, yeah.
Everything he does right. He's crisp, he's sharp, and he uses all of his tools. He is really the definition of mixed martial artist, and that will have to be on display tonight if he wants to keep his championship.
You're right, and he may not wow you with muscle mass, but this is quite a frame for the UFC's welterweight division, and Leon Edwards has all eyeballs on him here tonight. All right, now let's get you our tail of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. Now for the official introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Belal. Remember the name, Muhammad. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Leon Rocky Edwards.
Herb Dean, referee for this week. All right, back at the O2 Arena here in London, England, and man, are you royalty around these parts. I mean, you can barely make your way to the
Stop, John. Oh, stop, John. Please stop. Okay, maybe in England, they might let you go DC.
Oh, straight punch. Oh, beautiful straight right hand. Edwards got touched there. Another straight punch. Whiffs on that offering. All right, so perhaps a harbinger of things to come as the kickboxer stays upright, successfully defends the first takedown attempt by the wrestler.
Defending the first takedown, but he's got more coming in his direction. He's got to do exactly what he did. He needs to press pause, repeat, making sure that he does the same exact thing every single time. That allows for him to stay upright.
Oh, effective strike there by Edwards.
Ooh, head kick lands. He's hurt.
Oh! Big shots exchanged in the pocket there. All right, so we have got a full-on brawl to start this fight. Any concern that these guys might burn themselves out?
Oh, he's stuck in the guillotine.
Working out of that southpaw stance. Oh, he bails on the submission now. Good work from the top here by Edwards.
Big elbow. Nice.
All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
Arm triangle attempt here.
Nice arm triangle setup.
Oh, look out, folks. That is tight.
It looks like it's getting going.
Oh, so how about that position over submission as he bails on the sub?
I think that's a great job. You got to make sure you don't end up in a worse position because you're trying to score a submission.
Edwards trying to make some of these ground strikes count.
Hey, scramble, get up! Scramble! Scramble and get up!
Working from the top here. Pretty good grounded pound here by Edwards.
Let's go! We got a scramble here!
All right, side control now. All right, right into side control. Upper body strength figures to be put to good use here.
Yes, absolutely. And you got to look for his opponent to turn back into him. He should chase guillotine, but the opponent turns to the opposite side. He can take his back, throw his hooks in, try to choke, or flatten him out and just go for the finish.
Muhammad's cheek looks like it's cut. Yes, it is. Starting to bleed a little bit now. Under 2 minutes to go. Muhammad's in half guard. All right, working inside the closed guard now. This is no safe place against this opponent. Well, doing his able best to avoid the ground and pound here. Nice job by Edwards.
Big ground and pound.
All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here. Muhammad's eye starting to swell now.
Changing the position.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Edwards. Man, another one lands. He's trying to pound his opponent's head through the canvas.
Fight back! Fight back!
Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submissions.
All right, he continues to bully his opponent here, really manhandling him on the ground. Well, there are a few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining. Great submission defense on display tonight.
Oh, great transition there as he reverses to top position. Beautiful work on the ground there by Muhammad. Landing strikes nicely here from top position. Oh, pinpoint strike lands there and not going to help the swelling upstairs.
I love this accuracy, this ability to get his shots to the target right away. And you see it in the swelling that is forming on his opponent's face.
All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. All right, has the guard closed here. 5 minutes in the books. All right, there's the horn indicating the end of the round. So potentially a big factor here, ladies and gentlemen. The cut on the cheek sustained in that round. Certainly better to be below than above the eye, but the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. Well, if you're the replay guy, a lot to like in that previous round. A lot of damage being inflicted.
Yeah, I mean, and look at the swelling now, John. He wasn't doing what he needed to do to move his head, and he's paying for it. You cannot allow for an elite-level mixed martial artist to connect at that rate and think that you will not be wearing the damage. He's wearing it now. I'm interested to see what changes he makes to give himself an opportunity.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round underway. Well, the left hook has been there at times, not that time.
Nasty high kick. How is he still standing?
Man, how about the crisp boxing and kickboxing of Leon Edwards here tonight? It's amazing how much he has improved since his UFC debut a few. Muhammad gets the double leg takedown now.
Great job landing the strike from his back.
Oh, he's got his back.
Oh, right into mouth.
Oh, pinpoint ground strike by him there, and that one opened up a cut. Muhammad gets up. He is back on the feet here.
Good eyes to not take that shot.
Now lands a kick to the body. Oh, well, why get away from it? Another huge kick lands. Fighters separate from the clinch now. All right, so he lands again, just like we saw in the last round, realizing a lot of success with his Muay Thai game tonight.
You know, why change it? It's working, and it's working from the very start of the fight. The moment this fight started, you saw the advantage that we predicted was there. He started to take advantage of it early, and now he's continuing to build on that. This kickboxer looks amazing tonight.
Immediately gets the underhook. Pretty good short elbows here in the clinch. Those are landed by Edwards. Well, at this point, hard to blame him for headhunting, right? He has caused some significant swelling upstairs and continues to attack that area to great effect.
Absolutely. I mean, the guy has done it.
Right there, his opponent's weapon check.
He's hurt bad. He cannot take another shot like that.
All right, so an opportunity goes by the Bulls. He had him stunned, nearly finished, and now his opponent has recovered.
His opponent's recovered. Now he's got to deal with everything that he needs to bring at him. He should have got the fight finished at that time. Right to the knee on belly.
Muhammad's in half guard. Close guard and busy as he looks to improve position here. Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips.
Edwards is going for a choke. Oh, that guillotine choke is tough. Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
Just misses there with the left. So a much different approach for him here in this second round. He was a little bit tentative in round one, a little bit of a feeling out process. Now he has clearly found his rhythm, found the range. We'll see if he can continue with more activity here in round two. Both guys appeared to land there. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. All right, well, that blow is bussing from that cut with each strike landed, and he continues to effectively target that area.
You know, we are talking about a guy with a super high fight IQ. So when you give him that crimson ray, there's nothing more than something that inspires him to continue doing what he's doing. So you have got to change something. You got to get your head moving so you're not taking too much damage to that cut. The way to stay aware and stay safe defensively.
Oh, lands with the ground and pound strike. Edwards gets back up again. Nicely done. All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round. Edwards gets caught by that straight punch. That'll get his attention. 30 seconds to go in round two.
It's okay. Keep going. Keep going.
And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Oh, strong punch there by Edwards.
Keep your hands up.
10 seconds now to go in the round. Oh, what a connection by him there. His opponent could be out of here soon, DC.
He's almost done. I mean, when you get hit with a shot like that, you don't know whether to run, hide, grab, or wrestle. He's confused. He's as confused as he was on his first test in elementary school.
All right, there's the horn. What a round it was, DC. And, of course, the seminal moment, that big knockdown that nearly got his opponent out of there for good.
Almost finished the fight, but now he needs to reset, right? Don't rush. Go back out into the next round and just try to find that shot again. If he rushes, if he overexerts himself, he will run out of energy and put himself at risk of losing the fight.
All right, so there's the horn. He got knocked down by a punch in that round, but he is able to survive. We'll see if they can make some adjustments.
He's as tough as they come. He took that shot and he kept plodding forward. He got off of his butt. He got himself off of the canvas and tried to get right back to work. But he cannot take many more of these. You don't want to be the guy that's testing how tough that your chin is. Beautiful jab there by the champ. Oh, nice jab.
Well, he can... That's a sense of flow right there, DC. He's rocked.
That was a beautiful hook. It landed perfectly, and it hurt his opponent very bad.
Up. The question is for how long? Well, he was setting up the hooks early and often tonight. Watch for him to try to set it up again here.
Guillotine jump.
Oh, got to protect your neck. Guillotine choke is locked in. Oh, now he bails on the submission.
I can see the ringside position starting to get up because that cut has gotten to a very bad place.
Edwards is right back to the full mount here.
Nice defense. Nice shot there by the champ. Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
All right, close guard now. Edwards is back in half guard. Oh, the damage just continues to be inflicted. And with respect to the athletes, if this was a movie, I might just walk out. I don't need to see it anymore.
I mean, I just don't need to see it. It's to a point now where it's getting a bit uncomfortable. You have a fighter who's clearly outmatched, and his corner will not save him. This is crazy. Got to the clinch, controlled the posture, and lands some big knees from his host. Oh, nice takedown defense.
Oh, huge knee to the head. He could be in trouble here. Oh, now he lands a shot to the leg. Well, if body language is any indication, mentally he is not back in this fight after that knockdown earlier in the round.
I mean, we thought the fight was over, so I guess it's a credit to him to still even fight. He's got to do something different if he has any designs of winning this fight.
And right into side control. Edwards is able to make a nice transition there back into side control. All right, well, things are getting critical now. A lot of damage, a lot of blood in and around that eye. You could stop this fight right now.
You can stop it right now. I mean, I don't understand what anyone's waiting for. They're giving this guy a chance, but if he doesn't do something different defensively, it won't last much longer.
With 2 minutes and change to go in round 3.
You gotta get off your back. You gotta get off your back.
Muhammad's in half guard now. Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, Jonathan, he just gets up.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Edwards.
And another one. Another strike from the top lands for him.
Edwards is back in full mount. So the crowd absolutely loving it as these fighters work their way back to the feet.
The fighters are back to their feet now, and they can take in the applause because they deserve it after that grappling exchange.
Muhammad's a bloody mess right now. I wouldn't be surprised to see this fight stop. At the very least, you got to think they're calling in the ringside position between rounds. Nicely timed kick to the body for the champion. Well, don't get mad, get even, right? He got stunned by his opponent earlier in the round. He's clearly been losing since. Mentally, it appears as though he's checked out a little bit.
A lot easier said than done. When his opponent has the power that he possesses, it's hard for him to say, you know what, I'm going to take one to give him.
All right, feet on the hips here. While working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Belal Muhammad.
Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
Oh, these are some serious power punches from the top by Muhammad. All right, he's in a half-guard position here, DC, and in a good spot to dole out a lot of damage, I would think.
A lot of damage can be done from the half guard. You sit back on that leg, you press down into your opponent, you drop elbows, you drop punches. What is very key is you controlling the underhook on the far side. If you give up that underhook, your opponent can use the half guard to build up to an elbow, sweep, or just chase down a single leg.
Muhammad's eye is officially swollen shut. The referee keeping a close eye on things. Maybe he'll call for the ringside physician, but that condition is only going to get worse as this fight continues. All right, between rounds here, and that cut on his eye is getting severe now. We'll see what the cut man can do to try to maximize these 60 seconds and stem the bleeding. All right, we'll re-rack some replays from the previous round as they attend to that pretty nasty cut in his eye area.
You got to lock in defensively, man. You cannot be out there just fighting. His opponent is too high level to try to fight him with his ego. Now he's dealing with a nasty cut over his eye. Why do you need another thing to manage when you already got one of the best fighters in the world in front of you?
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
Fourth round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go with our fourth round of a possible 5, and a lot of fighters change up their training camp when they're fighting 5 rounds versus 3.
Yeah, you got to change it up. You have to mix things up because fighting for an extra 10 minutes is not normal. Guys don't do this normally. It's a 15-minute fight, so you have to do things physically and also mentally to make sure that you're ready to go that extra 10 minutes.
Edwards' nose is bleeding now, so we'll see how he handles that adversity, but nothing ideal about it here in the middle of this fight. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense?
Liver kick, if you take those kicks, it's going to shut your body off. He's just being more aggressive, and because he's being more aggressive and more loose with his strikes, he's landing.
Oh, and he tags him with the straight. Nice job there by Edwards. Well, it's been a wild fight thus far, perhaps a contender for some bonus money at fight's end. These guys are going to have to dig deep. They're both hurt.
He's going to guillotine.
Oh, somehow he gets out. Fantastic submission, D. All right, working inside the closed guard now. Well, I think I can smell the blood at this point in time. That canvas didn't look like that a few fights ago. Blood is flowing from that cut with every passing strike.
Every strike. And it burns. John, it burns so bad. When you get cut like that, every time a shot lands, it just burns. So this guy needs to try to find a way to not take and limit the damage he's taking to this cut. Easier said than done, though.
Still plenty of time with which to work here, round 4.
Just work.
Oh, nice. Oh, now he's attacking arm triangle.
Oh, he's got it locked in.
He's got that arm triangle deep. How in the world did he escape that submission?
Oh, huge pop from the crowd as the fighters get back up to their feet. I mean, you and I love a good grappling match, but these fighters can't see knockouts.
Yeah, the fans came to see him knock each other out, and that's what they're going to get. All the grappling.
That's a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to do too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish.
Oh, well, he's going to have to go back to the drawing board defensively, but in terms of this fight, he's been totally dominated, and that swelling's getting out of control.
Swelling's getting out of control. We can't even tell who's in front of us anymore. This guy has been beat from start to finish. And right now, the only right thing, at least to me, feels like the fight getting stopped.
Under 2 minutes now to go. Muhammad gets the double leg takedown. How good was that? And now he's got the back. Well, he's more than content to work off of his back, DC, where he has been a magician in his UFC career. Edwards is in half guard. Nicely done.
Great defense by this fighter.
Get yourself up in a good position, a better position.
All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. Oh, outstanding combination of ground and pound punches here by Edwards.
Right down.
In the half guard.
All All right, trying to pass here. As Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard.
That Darce choke is tight.
Oh, my goodness, he's getting it tight.
Oh, he cleared it and he got out.
He cleared the leg, got to his back, and now he's out of that Darce choke.
Champ, look at that redness underneath his elbow. A lot of those strikes to the body starting to pile up.
Getting beat up and being smart enough to not be headhunting the entire time. I like this. I like this approach. Full side control now.
Make sure you got the hooks. Get those hooks in.
Well, he's worked very hard on this part of his game, and these ground strikes are really starting to take their toll. Edwards getting work from the top here. These ground and pound strikes very effective. Let's see if he tries to work his way back to his feet. Horn sounds for the end of round 4. All right, heading back to the corner now after that round. And Muhammad's eye is in rough shape. I mean, I would just probably quit, but he's not going to do that. But I would not be surprised if the ringside physician did come in and take a look at that here between rounds. Well, that was a damaging 5 minutes. We'll see how he can recover over this 60 seconds. We'll show you some replays now from that previous round.
He was on the receiving end of some big blows, and he wasn't moving his head well. His head was on the center line. He was a stationary target, and his opponent opened up a nasty cut on him. He has got to move his head to limit the damage that he's taking.
5th and final round.
Nice punch landed over the top.
Hook to the head there by Belal Muhammad.
Trading huge shots. Let's see who's going to be the last man standing.
Full jab.
Let's open up that cut more now.
Nice. Nicely done. All right, looks like the ref has paused the action here. Oh, he's going to call in the doctor to look at that cut.
I don't know, John. It looks bad, man. It's a bad cut. I don't know what the decision's going to be here. It can go either way. He's looking.
Yeah, this is yep, that's the end of the fight.
You knew it was done right away.
So the ringside physician has no choice but to stop the fight. The fans don't like it, but that fighter will live to fight another day. All right, well, you see the referee wave off the fight, courtesy of those doctor's orders. Let's check out some of the replays that caused the damage, champ.
I mean, great striking by this guy, finding a weakness and then really exposing his opponent's weakness. This damage was so great. The swelling was so great. Once the referee called in the doctor to take a look, he knew what he had to do.
Here's Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, the doctor has called a stop to this fight, declaring the winner by TKO. And still, the undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Leon Rocky Edwards.
All right, so there he is. He came in the hunted. He remains as such. Congrats to the still UFC welterweight champion. Big effort out of the incumbent here tonight.
He has so much pride in being the UFC champion, and you see it in the effort that he puts in retaining his title. One of the best welterweight champions in UFC history.